And this lesson we're talking about types of angles and how to solve them. So first up, complementary angles. Two angles are complementary if their sum of their measures is 90 degrees. So if they add up to be a 90-degree angle, they're complementary. So like this one, right? How do I know these are complementary? Well, they have the right angle symbol there. So that means that angle A, B, C. So remember when you do it, the middle letter is an important one, right? So A, B, C. And angle CBD are complementary. Over here, right, 58 and 32, 58 plus 32 does equal 90. So angle JKL and angle FGH are complementary. Right, that just means that has to be 90 degrees. That's it. Okay, example 1. Angle A and B are complementary. So again, I see those. I'm like, okay, that means that they add up to be 90 degrees. Given the measure of angle A, remember that's what M means, measure, is 5x plus 8, and the measure of angle B is x plus 4. Find the measure of angle A and the measure of angle B. So we have our formula. Complementary means that if I add them up, they equal 90. So that's what we're going to do, right? So the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equals 90. We know what this is. This is 5x plus 8. And we know what that is. That is x plus 4. And we add them up. It equals 90. Now remember, when you're solving, you're supposed to simplify the side first, right? You try to simplify first. So I got up 5x plus x, so that's 6x. And I had 8 with 4, that's 12. And now we're going to solve, right? Subtract 12 from both sides. So I get 6x is equal to 78. I'm going to divide both sides by 6. And we get x is equal to 113, 13 degrees. Now, watch out. That's not the question, though, right? The question wasn't what is x. The question is find the measure of angle A and angle B. So I go back to here. Measure of angle A is 5 times x, but now we know what x is, plus 8. 5 times 13 is 65 plus 8, so we get 73. Right, and then the measure of angle B, well, honestly, I don't have to plug into the formula because I know what it is. It's going to be 90 minus 73, so 17. But we can also plug in the formula. Right, x, which is 13, plus 4, so I get 17 degrees. So those are my answers. Angle A is 73 degrees, angle B is 17 degrees. And all I was saying is that since they're complementary, if I know what one is, I can find the other one. Just subtract it from 90. Okay, so that's complementary. Next, supplementary. Same concept, but now they're going to equal to 180. So they make a straight line. So you can see these two, right? Which angle is supplementary? It's going to be angle ABD and angle DBC are supplementary. Now remember, you can name the angles differently, just you got to make sure B is in the middle. So you could say DBA and CBD, same thing, are supplementary. And the same thing here, 139 plus 49 to be 180. So angle FGH and angle JKL are supplementary because they add to be 180. So right, so complementary add up to be 90, supplementary add up to be 180. So right here, if angle A and B are supplementary, and then angle A is 3x, and measure of angle B is x plus 8, find measure of angle B again. So same kind of type of problem, but now it's supplementary. So it means that if I add them up, it equals 180. So I'm going to do some a little faster. So angle A plus angle B equals 180. A is 3x, B is x plus 8. Same math rules. We got to simplify first if we can. So I get 4x, 3x plus 1x plus 8 equals 180. Subtract 8 from both sides. 4x equals 172. Divide by 4. 172 divided by 4. On the square root, just a divide. That goes in there 4 times, so 16, 112, so 3. So 43. So x equals 43. Again, though, that wasn't the question. The question is what's the measure of angle A and angle B. So measure of angle A is 3 times x, which we know is 43. So I get 9, 129. And again, I could do the same thing. Well, I always pick the harder one first. I could do 180 minus that to get measure of angle B, but angle B is the easier one. So B is just x plus 8, and we know x is 43. So 43 plus 8, so 51 degrees. So that's my measure of angle A, that's my measure of angle B. That's supplementary, right? Supplementary is 180, complementary is 90. A linear pair, it's actually kind of like supplementary. A linear pair are two adjacent angles whose non-common sides form opposite rays. So that's just saying, like, this is a common side, the side they share. So over here, the common side was BD. That was the common side. That's the share. Like you can see, there's purple and red, right? That's the common side. So all they're saying is that the non-common side makes a straight line. That's called a linear pair. That's all that is. So linear pairs just when it happens, it's like this guy, right? When there's like a straight line, there's like a ray pointing some direction. Those are called linear pairs. And if it's a linear pair, they make 180. So same type of problem. I might skip this one. We'll see. Right? They form a linear pair, so I know, oh, it equals 180. So now we're just going to do angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180. So what, 5x minus 12 plus 3x plus 8 equals 180. Again, because they're a linear pair, that means it's like, it looks like this guy. So it means it equals 180. So it's like a fancy way to do one. It's a special case of a supplementary angle is what it really is. And then we add up like terms. So I get 8x, add up the common terms, the constant terms, just say. So negative 4, negative 12 plus 8, negative 4. Over here is 180. Then we're just going to add 4. 8x, sorry, equals 184 divided by 8. I wish you get better at dividing. Let's see. 184 divided by 8. So 2, 16, so 24, 23. So x equals 23. And again, right, what is x? They said find measure of angle A and angle B, so or angle 1, angle 2, so I just substitute it back in. So measure of angle 1 would be 5 times 23 minus 12. 5 times 23, it's 115 minus 12, so that's going to be 103. And then measure of angle 3, measure of angle 2, same idea, right? So it'll be 3 times 23 plus 8. So that's going to be 69 plus 8, or 77. So that's the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2. Okay, last one, vertical angles. So vertical angles are opposite angles formed by two intersecting lines. Vertical angles are always congruent. So that's the key there. So what is a vertical angle? Basically looks like this X here. Vertical angles are the ones opposite each other. So angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. But also, angle 3 with angle 4 are vertical angles. And the key thing is that they're congruent. So the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2. And the same thing down here. The measure of angle 3 is equal to the measure of angle 4. Vertical angles are very important in geometry. So big idea here, right? So if you have intersecting lines, the ones opposite each other are vertical angles and are congruent. So if we're going to do our last example here, find the value of x. Ooh, I don't find the measure of 1 and 2 is this value of x. Given angle 1 is 6x minus 4. So this guy is 6x minus 45. And the measure of angle 2 is 4x plus 5. So the key thing here, right, these are vertical angles, right? So angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles, which means they're equal to each other. So angle 1 equals angle 2. So let's put 6x minus 45 equals 4x plus 5. And then we just have to solve it. Now in this case, it's a little different, right? We have x's on both sides. So let's get rid of one of the x's first. I always like to get rid of the smaller one. So minus 4x minus 4x. I get 2x minus 45 equals 5. So now we're just going to add the 45 to both sides to get that, isolate that x. So you get 2x equals 50. Then we're going to divide by 2, and you get x equals 25. In this case, that's all they wanted. They didn't want us to find the measure of angles. So we are done. So that's how you do vertical angles. Right, so a little recap. Vertical angles are congruent. They're the ones opposite each other, and they are congruent. Linear pair are a special type of, or a specific type of supplementary angle. So that means that they equal 180. It's just when you get a straight line, basically. Supplementary angles, this means that they add up to 180. They could be a straight line like a linear pair, or they could just be two angles that add up to 180. And complementary are two angles that add up to be 90. And that's the lesson.